Your backlash. And so it sounds like Kamala Harris will not be speaking at the Bitcoin conference. Oh, no, I'm actually not crying. I'm not upset about it. I think there are bigger issues than, speaking on the same platform. Truthfully, I don't even think there's one candidate that actually has a positive perspective on Bitcoin. And it's neither one of the two that you think. Like, seriously. It's the only guy that actually, doesn't have a chance. Um, you agree with two of the choices wholeheartedly. Let me announce the poll. Tonight's poll is, what is the trade-off between security and convenience when it comes to choosing a cryptocurrency wallet? Let's see. Oh yeah, no, it's not hard. Bianca, I'm sorry. No, no, sweetie. This is easy. Aren't you supposed to be working, or is this your break? Because it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, something like that. And I think somebody else has Bible class. Hutanic thinks it's easy. All right, so if it's so easy, answer the question. I know, I see two votes. That's not easy. Well, okay. It's easy for you. It's easy for you. I can go for that. I can definitely go for that. And, let's see, easy. I'm just saying, listen, I'm trying to look out for you. You're supposed to be working. I'm looking out for you. Just saying. So, I don't know if you guys recall, but a while ago I had announced that, not announced, but I let you guys know that Ferrari was actually accepting crypto for car payments. That was in the US, I believe. And then now they're doing it in Europe. Apparently, they've had such success that they're expanding that. Now, it's really cool that it's a choice, right? It's a choice that they're making. But I think it's only slightly different than what MicroStrategy is doing. Than, you know what I mean? Because they're not accepting cash. I mean, not that they're not accepting cash, but by accepting crypto, they're saying, oh, well, you can buy that with crypto and not just going out and making an investment in crypto. Different practice, same results. I think if they keep doing that, Ferrari is going to be like mad expensive because they'll have so much money they could set that price at almost anything. You know what I mean? So I find it interesting that that's what they're doing. There's also a rumor that Toyota might actually introduce, what is it, ERC 4377, I think the number is, into their car operations, into their automobile operations, which would be very interesting. Oh, so Bianca, you think you're cool just because you two agree? Psh, doesn't mean you're right. It just means you agree. You know what? Just for that, I'm not going to tell you the answer. You people. Everyone wants a coin. Yeah, but you see what I mean? So you have MetaPlanet, you've got MicroStrategy, you have a whole bunch of other companies. They're saying, we're going to go out and we're going to buy Bitcoin. Cool. This is the one that they're saying, we're actually going to accept Bitcoin in lieu of fiat, and you can go take that car. Here are your goods. And I don't think they're the only car company that actually accepts crypto. I think it's just a bigger name. Secure ones are more expensive. Ooh. Interesting. No, I'm not giving an opinion yet. Just reading the answers. Kraken. Oh, Kraken. Kraken's in trouble. And I don't mean like they're going to go out of business or anything else like that. But they're having issues because some of the creditors are like, I ain't get my money. I ain't get my coins. Where are my coins? And apparently it's not just like one or two. It's a lot. And they're blaming Kraken. And they're just like, ooh, that's not looking good. That's not looking bueno. So is it that Kraken couldn't handle the load? Like maybe it's a lot of work tracking everything, because you have to have an audit trail, all that good stuff. And I'm just wondering, choice one should be obvious, but not the correct choice. Yeah, it's all about choosing the best answer, not the right answer in this case. Right? You ever take an SAT? That's what they do to you. They give you two really good answers, but only one of them is the best answer. Like the other one can be true or false, whichever it's supposed to be. But there's only one that's the best choice. But yeah, I'm tired of giving you guys easy peasy ones. So I thought I'd give you guys something a little bit different to nosh on. Wazir X, they've apparently figured things out a little bit. The hack which affected customers' digital assets, but not INR funds, was attributed to a third-party custody provider named, this is what the fight was. They're fighting over whose fault it is. So Wazir X is blaming their vendor. The vendor is blaming Wazir X. Nobody's actually going to care. You're out. That's it. You're leaving. What the heck? Fine. Go earn your money. Go make the money. What the movie say? Go make your money. Don't let it make you. That one. But yeah, it's kind of like, so let's suppose it's your vendor's fault. That still means it's your fault, right? You selected the vendor. Are you auditing your vendor? Like, what are your rules and practices around maintaining security with your vendor? So like I said, even if it's your vendor's fault, it's still your fault. So Wazir X, So all my friends in India, I hope you're not on Wazir X right now. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping you have better things to do than be on Wazir X. Because they did stop withdrawals. So you might not be able to do that. What up, Dan? I can't tell if that's a coyote or a fox. That's a coyote. That's definitely a coyote. A fox doesn't trot like that. Oof. Yeah, we get those in this area. What else is there? So yeah, I said Kamala's not going to be speaking at Bitcoin 2024. And I heard somebody who is not really a fan of Kamala Harris, and he said, truth be told, it's an elitist kind of conference, so nobody should be shocked. And I was like, oh. Because remember I told you I was interested, when my channel grows up and I have enough followers, enough subscribers, that we would do something like that. But I would try to make sure that it's not expensive. Because basically you just want to cover your expenses. You want to make sure that it's not expensive. And apparently a lot of people think that the Bitcoin conference has become elitist. This is not the first year where, you have a whole bunch of high rollers showing up. This has been going on for years. And people are just like, yeah, maybe you're a little too big for your britches. And I'm like, ooh, I didn't think about that. I'm like, that's kind of interesting. That's very interesting to me. So I'm like, all right, well, it is what it is. So apparently, she's had negative things to say about crypto, and they're holding it against her. And I'm like, okay. There's somebody there that called it a scam, like straight up, and not just once. Just wondering. So yeah, Haktua girl should be there. If she gets paid. The smartest thing she could do is like immediately monetize everything she possibly could. The smart little thing that she did. You want to know something that I think is mad cool? So Atari Games has launched one of their classic arcade games on Base Network, and I thought it was mad cool because when my kids were little, I had to go buy these special devices that had the old school games on them, and the Atari starting out with Asteroids, and I was like, that's freaking awesome. That is freaking awesome. I'm not gonna say that, Hutanic. I don't know if I agree. Yeah, I don't know if I agree. I just think she's from a different part of the country. So, it is what it is. It's nothing. You want to know something? It's nothing I haven't seen anywhere I've been. Well, believe it or not, except for South Africa. In television. I don't know that one in television. Is that a new crypto? No, just joking. So that launch, that's actually pretty cool. So now I'm like, they're minting an NFT access pass. Like, this is going to be a moneymaker for them. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty dope. Like, for real. So it costs like $5.25. And I'm kind of like, that's actually pretty cool. For the access pass, I'm like, that's not bad. 0.0015 ETH it comes out to be. But here's the thing. The option to mint up to 1,000 passes per wallet. Interesting. Same as Atari 1982. I'm too young to know that, man. You can't know. I'm too young to know that. Just joking. Hashdex actually submitted their S1 for a Bitcoin, and I had said this before that they were gonna do it. Now they're doing it. See how news drops? Hey, we're gonna do something. Hey, we're doing something. Hey, we did something. Hey, look at how well we're doing. It's usually how it goes. At least in our crypto world. So that's what I pay attention to. And it really does play out in other places. But they launched their S1 or filed their S1 for a merged Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF. Pretty interesting. Now, the inflows for the Ethereum spot ETFs, not all that high. But people are thinking within 6 months, it could be a $5 billion space. Okay. That's more than what it was, right? $5 billion is also nothing. I have to stop myself sometimes, because sometimes I'm like, oh, it's just $5 billion. But it's $5 billion. You know what I mean? Like, when I was younger, 1 million used to be a lot of money. Now, when you think about 1 million, you kind of sit there and you kind of go, yeah, but you're still poor. How's that one? $1 million in the bank, and you could possibly be considered poor. I'm telling you, the moat around the wealthy is growing. The wealthy are becoming way more wealthy. Like I said, people that have, just millions, if you're, in the single digit millions, you're middle class. You're the new middle class. Rich people, what we used to consider rich people, are the new middle class. Everybody else is poor. Now you know why I'm deep into crypto. Right? So I'm just like, yeah. Coinbase is actually serves as custodian for 8 of the newly approved Ethereum spot ETFs. And I was kind of like, to be expected. But I'm like, man, that doesn't say monopoly. Do you know what I mean? Like, wasn't there somebody else? I have an issue with that. I really do. And all jokes aside, I really do have an issue with that, because when I'm looking at how much money I could make, how much money I am making, where they're doing things like that, it looks to me like a single point of failure. It looks to me like that could be a problem. That's literally what it looks like to me. So I'm kind of like, yeah, that's kind of not where I want to be. That's kind of not how I want to do things. So I'm looking at who's behind things. So as much as I'm looking at the coins, I'm also looking to see what big names are behind the coins and what they're doing. Right? So I'm trying to dig way deeper down to find some interesting stuff, because the normal, and I'm also noticing that the stuff that I'm reporting is sometimes days later, other companies are reporting it. And it's not that I have a scoop. It's just I dig. You know what I mean? When I find something, I'm kind of like, oh, that's pretty interesting. But guaranteed tomorrow, a couple of the stories that I've done today, somebody else will finally write another article about it. There are very few real reporters left. And I don't try to say that I'm a real reporter. I depend on real reporters, because I'm researching. I'm just sharing the research, both in written word and obviously in video, but I'm sharing research. Reporters they've actually got phone numbers. They got people they can call. They're doing stuff. So I'm trying to I'm actually thinking about creating a list of the reporters that I like, so that I can follow them, because not all reporters report for a single place. And I think it's more important that I first start off with a list of reporters that I don't like. And I messed up because there was a reporter that got it wrong. And I don't mean they got it wrong. It was a simple mistake. I make simple mistakes. But this was a scam on a major outlet. On a major outlet. And I wanted to test the scam. So I took the URL, punched it in, and all the security stuff I have on my browser, all of them, it's like red lights everywhere. And I'm like, it was released as a real article on their site, side by side with other articles. And I was just like, wow. And I have yet to actually see a retraction. Yet to see it. So yeah, not cool. I remember when I had written something once and I had the wrong logo. Somebody told me about that. I had written something and I got one of my facts wrong. Somebody told me about that. And I went out and I fixed it. It's not difficult. But that article was not pulled. That article was not pulled at all. And that I found to be more than just a little bit interesting. I found it to be odd. I found it very much to be odd. So the market's going sideways. My question is, are you buying extra or just sticking to your DCA strategy? Right? Hutanik, I'm asking you specifically this other question. Have you gotten into anything besides ADA? Anything new? Like, I'm wondering who's got some new stuff going on. Internet is dangerous. So many emails with facts and email. Yeah. Like, more than just a little bit dangerous. You do have to pay attention to everything. Like, I don't punch in sticking to strategy. Good job, Captain. Very good job. Yeah, you have to understand that you can be looking at a URL in your email and think that that's a perfectly fine URL, but it's technically in a different language. So when you punch it into the browser, it's still not going to the right place. You'd be better off going to the site, right? And the email that I found, or not the email, but the fake article that I found, sent you to a website that looked exactly like Polygon's website. Exactly like Polygon's website. And I was just like, that's not cool. And I had another article send me to a website that looked exactly like the new Artificial Superintelligence Alliance. And I was just like, wow, they're going through. And I have to tell you, it looks so real that I know for a fact they made money. They scammed a whole lot of people with that one. A whole lot of people. So when you're out there, that's one of the reasons why I asked the security question, like, what are you doing with your wallet? How are you doing it? Right? Because I want to make sure that you're not choosing a bad wallet, number one. And number two, what's your process for actually getting things into your wallet? What do you connect your wallet to? Because we were talking about that from a technical perspective on our side. And we were like, oh, maybe we should have people sign. Because you can sign, like you can go to a lot of places and log in using, let's say, like MetaMask. Like you can go to Unstoppable Domains and, excuse me, and log in with MetaMask. Cool. You're not spending any money. You're literally just signing, verifying things. And I'm like, wow, you gotta be careful out there. Gotta be careful. But, hold it, I missed something. It's the attachments and, it's not just the attachments. They're way beyond attachments. Not taking on new investments because I am first in, first out, looking for long-term. Okay. That makes sense. But yeah, back to my point. It's not just attachments. Like if you send me an attachment, I'm nah. Like, nope. And we have all kinds of stuff in my company that we can check things out. No, nope. The fact that I have to go do that, nope. You know what I mean? That's one. Two, it's literally the URLs. I was talking to one of my security guys and he showed me 2 URLs and they looked exactly the same. Not a little bit the same, exactly the same. And I think the difference was one was Cyrillic or something like that. And I was like, that's not nice. That's not nice. So yeah, don't go clicking anything. And if you get in the other scam on our side is, yeah, don't if an NFT shows up in your in your wallet, hide it. Or if you have a wallet that supports it, burn it. Like if you didn't buy it, burn it because it's a scam. Anything that has 10,000 coin giveaway, yeah, burn it. Burn it. A lot of the wallets out there have a burn mechanism. You probably want to burn it because it's a scam. They're waiting to see who's dumb enough to actually click it and follow the directions. Because when you get there, it looks real, and you get like a hair away, and you're kind of like, oh, wait a minute, that doesn't look right. But a lot of people get a hair away and they click, and then they think, oh my God, I just gave somebody all of my crypto. And a lot of these scammers don't even ask for a lot of crypto. They're asking for a little bit. But the little bit that they get times hundreds or even thousands of people. So by the time somebody figures out that it's a scam, they've already hit hundreds of thousands of people. They've already made their money and they're already gone. So they're actually able to collect it all, hit something like a tornado cash, wash it, and then whoop, that's it, all done. So yeah, I'm paying attention to all that stuff because I figured that I'm on here all the time talking about these cryptos, those cryptos, news about cryptos, all that other good stuff, and I'm like, I don't really share enough time or give enough time to security. So it's not that I'm going to talk about security all the time, but every now and then we should sit down and we should talk about it. Right? I think it was Dan that asked me. He said, "Hey, we should have a conversation about staking." Did you know that's another place where you can get messed up? You got to do a lot of research in the staking space. What would you do if you saw a small amount of BTC appeared in your cold storage under attack or being tracked? You're not under attack. There's nothing they can do about it. They sent you something. It's sort of like getting a check or somebody sending you money, right? That's the bank account scam, right? Somebody sends you money to your bank account and they go, hey, I deposited that money in your bank account by mistake. Can you send it back? Never send it back. Never send it back, ever. Because what happened was they deposited a fake check into your account. They did a fake transaction into your account. They get you to send them the money back. So now supposedly you think you're even, but then the bank goes, that was a fake transaction. We've got to pull that money back. Now you're out the money. You just got scammed. Never send the money back. Let the bank take it back when they feel like they're going to take it back. Don't ever send it back. So with that one, yeah, you could be being tracked. Could be, but that I don't have to send you anything to track you. If I have your public address, you're sitting there. I can track that wallet without doing anything like that. Yeah, so no biggie. No biggie at all. Joaquin, what's up? Soulflare wallet alerts you when they are not verified. I got an NFT that appears as as verified, but still I am leery. Yeah, if I didn't buy it, it just dropped in there. Now, I've gotten NFTs from like Coinbase, a couple of the places that I was expecting. You know what I mean? I did something to get the NFT. Either I bought it, which I've never bought an NFT, or I did something on the platform and they said, oh, okay, here's your free NFT. Okay, cool. Something else shows up? Yeah, nah, I'm not playing with you. Like, I wonder if I have a fake NFT now that I can show you guys. Give me a second. Let me see if I can pull something up. Because it's freaking awesome when you go in and you look at NFTs and you're like, oh, that's fake. That's bogus. And I get them enough. NFTs. Ooh. I was smart enough to block it on that wallet. Do I have anything over here? I know I must have some fake NFTs. I get them enough that I can actually pull it up at any time. A friend had this happen. He was so much into Bitcoin. I told him I think on Glassnode, they are hitting big wallets to see what they do. I think they found him on Glassnode by wallet size. Is he that big? Because that's how that would happen. Like, you'd have to be that big. Is that actually mine? Yeah, that's not. That no worky. Let me try the other wallet. It was just a couple of days ago. No, can't try that wallet. It was just a couple of days ago that I had found some fake, I was going to say a curse word, some fake stuff on one of my wallets, and I was not pleased. Oh, snap. I don't have anything. The one time I'm talking about scammers, and this is the one time that I actually can't pull anything. That's ridiculous. Trust wallet, maybe? I told you guys, I have so many wallets that it's not even funny. No, I'm not staking right now. Leave me alone. Discover. Oh, snap. I have Aptos on here? That's funny. This is not cool. Oh, there it is. No. I have nothing. For the first time in like forever, I have no fake NFTs in any of my wallets. Wow. Because I had gotten rid of like 10 of them, like about 2 weeks ago. They just hit me with like 10 of them, and I was just like, yeah, fake. No need for me to look at that. Yeah, there's nothing. Holy moly. That does not happen. Sorry, guys. I thought I was going to be able to pull something up. Big enough to... Oh, yeah, but they're not tracking you via the coin. They're tracking you via your public key. That's what they're doing, right? Whoever, if you send or receive, that public key is how I can just go find you. Right? So if I wanted to just track transactions, what do you think all those companies are doing? They're just tracking public IPs. I mean, public keys. That's all they're doing. It's not hard. That's what it is. When you go look at a chain, that's literally what you're seeing. You can perform a search against a particular address and go, well, what's everything that they've received? What's everything that they've sent? And here's the whole record. That's the whole idea of blockchain. Is XPub? I have no idea what that is. Glassnode is real research, that kind of stuff. And I think Glassnode is one word. XPub sounds familiar, but I'm not going to pretend that I know what it is. My Polygon wallet is too full of BS NFTs. Yeah. But I think on Polygon, depending on what wallet you're using, you can burn those NFTs so that they're not just sitting in your wallet, tempting you to make a mistake and click it. We don't want that. So yeah, just burn those things. Just making sure that I didn't miss anything from Joaquin. But yeah, you have to be diligent with your wallets. You know what's funny? Here's something that catches my attention. People think that, you see, it's full of scams. You got to watch this and watch that. When I was a kid, my mother would give me money. And she used to tell me, keep your money in your sock. Not just, on the side in your sock, but put it under your foot. Something like that. She would tell me to do stuff like that with my money. And I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about all those times my mother said, hide your money, hide your money, hide your money. And I'm sitting here and I'm saying to myself, wow, that's actually funny. Because I'm basically telling you guys the same thing, just digitally. XPub is your secret BTC address when IE Ledger presents a new address every time. Yeah, your public key. That's the technical side of your public key, yeah. But your public key is your public key. Like if you say, hey, pay me, that's a public key that you're telling them to send it to that's attached to you. I can track you with that. I don't need anything else. Yeah, hide your money. I mean, put, women put it in their bra, you know, just hide your money. Because, when you're a little kid, you send your kid to the store for the first time, like, oh, put your money. So you teach your kid how to protect your money. And it's the same thing with your wallets. You just want to protect your wallet. So you're protecting your keys. There's nothing you can do to protect your public key. Nothing. Right? It's the whole point of blockchain. It's all out there on the ledger. But, yes, she is a great mom. Thank you for that. But you want to be careful about what you're doing. So somebody who's just looking at a stack of addresses. Here's an idea about how you can identify somebody that you just want to test them. Oh, this wallet has a few $1,000s worth of coin. They don't do a lot of trades. Oh, they could be a newbie. Let me send them this NFT. They only have a few $100. Let me send them this NFT. Because they're new. You don't have a lot of transactions. And that's how one of the ways that they can ding you. The other way that they can ding you is just like Hutanik's friend. He's got big fat wallet. I'm gonna track that big fat wallet. I'm gonna track that public. I keep wanting to say public IP. Hutanik, that's your fault. So I want to track that public key, and I want to see all the transactions that they're doing. And I want to see if I can slide in. It's not as easy as you think to break in. Most of the things that you're seeing, a lot of them are exploits, not necessarily hacks. Somebody made a mistake in their software. Somebody found it, and they used it. That's an exploit. Somebody that's hacking, they're getting your software to do something you don't want it to do. Phishing, I'm trying to get somebody physically, a person, to do something they should not ought be doing. You can send BTC to the same address. Sure, XPub allows a new receive address. Yes, goes to the same wallet. You can get different addresses, goes to the same wallet. It's, as a matter of fact, technically, if you read the Bitcoin white paper, you're supposed to generate a new key every single time. That's what you're supposed to do. Most people, a lot of wallets out there are lazy. They don't do that. So every time you pull up, to give somebody your wallet address, it pulls up the same wallet address. But it's not supposed to. It's not supposed to. It's supposed to pull up a new public address every single time. The better ones do that. Right? So yeah. I mean, let me say this out loud. Hutanik, you're not wrong. So everybody knows. I'm not saying he's wrong. We're actually in agreement. But you're supposed to, the wallets that you're using, they're supposed to generate a new address. So every time you click, receive, I want to receive some funds. It's supposed to do the math and generate a new address that would come back to your wallet. Ta-da! I can still track that puppy. It's you can still do it. But yeah, I just want you guys to be careful about what you're doing and how you're doing it. So if you're looking for wallets, do your research on wallets. Do I use any other hardware wallet but Ledger? No. Well, not true. I use one of my old phones. It's not connected. I keep it disconnected unless I need it. If I need it, then I connect it, handle my transaction, then I turn it off again. So it goes from hot to cold, hot to cold. And truthfully, if I'm just receiving, I don't have to connect it. It's on the blockchain. It'll sit there. It's in my wallet. If I want to check it, okay, then I can do that. Or I can, if I know one of my addresses, I can go check on the blockchain, but still without having my wallet attached. Interesting stuff. ETH uses the same addresses every single time, which sucks. Yeah, it's not, and that's the thing. It's not supposed to, but I think the premise was, more convenience. Hardware wallets, convenient. You need this piece of hardware to actually do anything with that wallet at that moment. But I could also take my secret key, my secret words, and go over here and open up the wallet and do what I want to do. It's called importing a wallet. But remember what I said about not all wallets hold all coins. For example, Toncoin is partially supported by Ledger. But if you actually want to see what's on there, you've got to go download, what is it, My Ton Wallet or one of those other ones, and it attaches to your Ledger and then tells you how much is in there. Amaze balls. So it makes you stop and wonder, well, it's in the top 10 coins. What is it, number 9 now, number 8? How long is it going to take for them to actually make it like supported by Ledger Live? So I don't have to use a third-party wallet to attach to my Ledger. Just like that. Good to know. Thanks, Perspicacious. Yep. He's a smart dude. He's a smart dude that wants to go to the Mexican Riviera. Just saying. So if you want to say thank you, you can just take him to the Mexican Riviera. Somebody has your ETH address. They can see all the tokens. Like, yep. Yep. They can see all of it. You got to know how to do it, but yeah, they can see all. But if I have one of your addresses on another one, I can see what you have too. So why do whitelisted addresses on sexes? Oh, that's more for the send side. It's not for the receive. It's more for the send side. So if, like Coinbase, if I want to send, some crypto to Joaquin, right? And this is the first time I'm using his address. I put it in there and it goes, sorry, you can't do that. It's not in the whitelist. Are you sure? Because it's making you stop and say, is that the right address? Are you sure you want to send it to this address? Because once you send it, that's it. So make sure you're sending it to the right address. That's what that's doing. So that's a good thing. That really is a good thing. I'm just reading to make sure I didn't miss anything. I should move this screen over here once I'm done giving the news. I should move that screen like right there. Yeah, that's much better. Captain Banana, glad to collaborate. Wait, so if somebody takes you to the Mexican Riviera, do they have to take the girlfriend too? Or is it when they take you, she's leaving you and she's going to the Mexican Riviera? Because I know one of my daughters, they'd be like, oh, you're not going anywhere. I'll take that ticket for you. Talk to you later. My son hasn't sent me any pictures. He's on vacation in Mexico. He hasn't sent me a doggone picture. Like, what the heck? Gotta yell at that kid. Dad wants pictures. Well, she just dozed off, so... Oh, so you're saying that you would sneak out the house. Gotcha. Okay. Helicopter on the roof. Get away. Got it. Do we have any more security questions? I know there are a lot of people out there that have questions about what wallets they should use. So this week, I'm going to... You know what? I should actually tell you guys how many wallets... we have listed in the workbook. I know we have over 14,000 coins listed. I think we have over 400 wallets, sexes, dexes listed. That's a lot. That's a lot. Adulting does suck sometimes. Like, it sucks right now because I'm going to end this because I'm empty. I've been working all day and I was sitting here and I said, let me have a glass of wine. So yeah, I'm running on E. But I think we covered all the news. I really want, I'm really tempted to go do that whole Atari thing. I think that would be like just a ball of fun. I used to love asteroids. Centipede, like those old school games. I used to love those. I think we actually still have the old game that we got for the kids. I think I still have that upstairs in the attic. I'd have to go find it, but I'm pretty sure we still have it. Need to employ a wine server. Dude, that's never going to happen. That's never going to happen. Never going to happen. You want to know why? I love decanting my wine, and I do it all myself. I love it. Like, I don't like buying coffee out. I'll buy coffee outside, but I don't like buying cappuccino outside. I get up in the morning, I make my own cappuccino, and the reason why is because I have a whole process, right? I'm thinking about things like what news stories I'm actually going to write and release, like all that kind of stuff. But I'm in a very calm mode. You know what I mean? So like when Mr. Big said, "Hey, you should look in the blender," it was over me making my cappuccino that I was like, I should look into blender. He said that I should look into it. I should look into it. What's it going to hurt? It's going to take me like 3 minutes to determine whether or not I should continue looking. Not even that long, right? It should take like 60 seconds. You pull up the page, you look at the information, boop, 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 boop. That's how I determine whether or not I would go further. But it's that whole process that kind of sets my mood for the day. So like if I don't tamp it right, I'll know it, and I'll just like this morning I didn't tamp it right, so I had to make a second cup. Second cup was perfect. I put in a little bit of cinnamon, I put in a little bit of nutmeg, I put in a little vanilla. It's perfect. It's freaking perfect. But anyway, I don't want to bore you guys with my cappuccino stuff. Other than it keeps me calm, and it actually makes me think more. And you can tell when I need 2 in the morning or 1, because my stories get good or my stories get bad depending on how much I've had. Anyway, this is Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. I hope you like what I'm doing. If you do, hit the like button. Don't forget, please, and invite your friends. Hutanik, the girlfriend should have been waking. You should have woke her up. Hey, the show's coming on. She probably would have smacked the nonsense out of you. So take it you are not a fan. Hold on, let me space. Take it you're not a fan of Trader Joe's $2 I'm insulted. I'm insulted that you would even put that on there. No. I'm a little bit of a snob. I do not drink wine with twisty caps. Don't do that. No. At least spend the money and put a fake cork in it, okay? At least do that. Don't the twisty cap? Nah. $2 chuck in a box? Nah. Not if I'm going to the beach with a whole bunch of people. I will be bringing bottles. Something else. I will not go to the store and buy a bottle of vodka that comes in a plastic bottle. Pet peeve. Can't do it. If you use ETH to send to a smaller hot wallet before you send, so they can't reverse look up your main wallet. Yeah. However, let's suppose I'm tracking that wallet, right? I'm tracking your wallet that's supposed to be the firewall, right? And I see so many transactions coming in. Trust me, it's just math. It's not that difficult. And every transaction made, it's just math. I can still get you. If you're sending back to the same wallet, if the money's coming in from the same wallet several times, okay, that's a source of funding for that wallet. See what I mean? These are the things we pay attention to. There is no foolproof plan. What you can do is you can make it so that I don't know, I might know this wallet, but I don't know you. See? That's a big difference. I can get around you on that. I'm not the pro, but I guarantee you one of the guys on my staff you would not be able to beat. You'd have to use a washing service. And guess what? Just because they're dispersing it in different ways, that doesn't mean it can't be tracked. Just takes longer. Just takes longer. That's all. But yeah, you can. If somebody wants to find you, you can be found. Well, not find you, but find your wallet. You can be found. There are lots of hidden wallets out there. There are lots of them out there. And what they do is exactly that. They're basically doing a manual tornado cash to get those wallets funded. And then they leave those wallets alone. They don't do anything with those wallets. They got funded, that's it. They just sit there forever. That's why you see all these stories, this wallet, 10 years old, 5 years old, blah, 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 hasn't been used in years, all of a sudden moves funds. Yeah. People sit on it like that. Is Mac OS less hackable that everything can be hacked? If it's got power running through it, it can be hacked. Some are easier than others. Go to Monero and back. Yeah. But again, wherever you send it to, you can see that. Yes, you can use bridges. But again, using something like Tornado Cash, well, that's what they're doing. They're dispersing it in a very odd way, and it goes to where it is supposed to go. That doesn't mean it can't be tracked. It just means that it's really, really hard. They've made it really, really hard for you. Right? It's like when you write code. One of the ways that used to secure your code was obfuscation. Same thing with this. It's just take more time. Question is, do you have the time? Anyway, I think I've answered all the questions. I think we've gotten there already. Tornado Mixer is a big deal, but like I said, same thing. If they want to find you, they can find you. That's just what, again, let me rephrase. Not you, but your wallet. If they want to find your wallet, they will find your wallet. Then it's a matter of sitting there. Now I'm not finished yet. Now you guys are making me stay on. They find your wallet and they see how you're using your wallet. Your credit card. What do you think MasterCard, what do you think all of the credit card companies do? They're watching what you do with your wallet and they're selling that data. They're not selling your specific data like your name or anything like that, nothing identifiable, but they're selling that transaction data. And there are companies out there that watch all the transaction data and that's how they figure out, the new trend in retail is blah. Now you know why they're all scrambling, because in this world with a credit card, I know whose card that is. I'm not telling you whose card that is, but I happen to know their age. I can share that with you. As long as I'm not sending you enough information for you to paint a picture to know that it's Eddie Johnson, I can do anything. Right? That's why they're all scrambling. They're all trying to figure out, that's a major, you have no idea how much money they make off of selling aggregated data. It's huge business. And it's not just the credit card companies. Go look up LexisNexis. They've got more data on you than anybody. They got more data on you than your mama. For real. That's stuff you got to pay attention to. What are the levels of being hacked? Most benign to worst case. Cold storage is safe on machines with no, sort of, but if it has electricity running through it, it can be hacked. The safest thing you could have is just your public key, just your private keys. Here. If you got that kind of memory, here, that's the best place for your wallet. It's cold. I have to open up another wallet, import my wallet, and then I can use it. And then I trash whatever device I was using, and then, now it's just here again. That's the safest. That's the absolute safest. Safest wallet has no electricity going through it. The cold storage will ask to approve so we can send anything. That's not cold, that's warm. All wallets like that are still hot wallets. Some are hotter than others, some are warm. That's still a hot wallet. You just described a hot wallet. You just described a hot wallet. That's how that works. I have a poopy memory. So just because you have a ledger device, that's not a hot wallet. I mean, that's not a cold storage device. It's a hardware key that forces you to, to have what's necessary to actually perform a transaction. But if I have the private keys, right, for what's on that device, I can go import that wallet on another, I can import those addresses on another wallet and do whatever it is I want to do. I just need the private keys. I don't need your ledger. I need your private keys. So if you can keep your private keys safe, if you can keep your private keys, on something that doesn't have electricity flowing through it, pencil and paper, fireproof box. See what I mean? That's where we're going with that. That's how deep that is. 24, please. 24 keys. Anyway, this is Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. I hope you like what I'm doing. If you do, hit the like button. Don't forget to invite others and enjoy the rest of your evening or day or night, something like that. Have a good one, everybody. Thank you for showing up. I greatly appreciate you sharing your time with me. Have a good one. Bye-bye.